to the Cinema Gold Show with your host, Larry Leese. From the small screen to the big screen, we cover all the latest entertainment news. Join us on your favorite podcast platform or on YouTube every weekday.
Welcome to an all-new episode of the Cinema Gold Show. Today we're giving our review of Kill Bill Volume 2 as part of our series reviewing Quentin Tarantino's incredible filmography. And let's dive in to Kill Bill Volume 2. The second part of Quentin Tarantino's ultimate revenge fantasy is more cerebral and less feral. Kill Bill Volume 2 completes the story with rewarding intensity, the focus shifting from large-scale mayhem to personal mutual fury and passion between the bride and Bill. The bride, now identified as Beatrix Kiddo, continues her quest for revenge. In flashback, the massacre at a wedding rehearsal is more fully recounted, revealing that she and Bill were lovers. Beatrix was pregnant with Bill's daughter, but had left him and abandoned her profession of assassination to try and establish a normal life. She settled for the clueless Tommy as her husband-to-be. Picking up the revenge story, she now goes after Bill's brother, Bud, who is broke and living in a remote desert trailer. But warned of her likely arrival after the events of the first film, Bud is ready, gets the jump on Beatrix, buries her alive, and steals her Hanzo sword. In flashback, again, the story of Bill arranging for Beatrix to be trained at the hands of Master Warrior Pei Mei is presented. Back to the present, and while Beatrix is extricating herself from her premature grave using the skills learned from her trainer, Bud is arranging the sale of the sword to former colleague Ellie Driver. But the two killers turn on each other, and Beatrix arrives to mop up. This leaves Beatrix with nothing between her and Bill. She tracks him down and arrives at his house for a final showdown, only to be surprised by an unexpected domestic scene. Compared to Volume 1, the second installment settles down to a slightly more traditional pace, with a more rational, story-intensive approach. While Volume 1 was cultivated carnage in which not even the bride's name was necessary, Volume 2 fills in the gaps. The relationship between Bill and Beatrix is fleshed out. The crucial minutes before the wedding party massacre receive eloquent black and white treatment, and Beatrix's training at the hands of Pei Mei is gracefully woven into her battle for freedom from a grave. Finally, Beatrix and Bill do meet, and it's an encounter that is more about emotional cleansing than physical violence. After all the spectacular death that was required for Beatrix to arrive face-to-face with Bill, their climatic meeting is a struggle of former lovers, now and forever bonded by life. The confrontation will only be resolved with the unanticipated application of a lesson from deep past. Uma Thurman is again impressive with a brisk presence, and this time her performance is less about destructive external physicality and more about defeating her inner demons. Beatrix is a woman coming to terms with all of her life's meanings and mistakes. Bill helpfully injecting her with a truth serum so that she doesn't even lie to herself. Killer, lover, and mother, Beatrix comes to a realization that she can be any one, but never all three. And Thurman allows the vulnerabilities of a ruthless killer to emerge as she races towards the biggest decisions of her life. Over the course of the two movies, Thurman was deserving of the highest accolades, and although ridiculously ignored by the Academy Awards, she did earn 2 Golden Globe nominations. David Carradine adds a dose of sanguine, pretentious paternalism to the role of Bill, while Daryl Hannah and Michael Madsen are eager adversaries, lining up against Beatrix and each other. The large cast of Kill Bill Volume 2 also includes small roles for Bo Svensson and Samuel L. Jackson as members of the ill-fated wedding party. Tarantino floored the accelerator in Volume 1. In Volume 2, he eases back on the throttle and demonstrates deft handling to conclude the absorbing revenge story at an irresistibly human scale. And that is our review of Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill Volume 2. Join us next week as we review another of Quentin Tarantino's hit films. Share with us your thoughts on Kill Bill Volume 2 and 1 by sending us a tweet at Cinema Gold Show. Or find us on Instagram at The Cinema Gold Show. Like us on Facebook. Share this episode with your friends. Be sure to like and subscribe to our podcast on all major podcast platforms. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.